Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, Sky Squad? It's your boy Richie Sky. We are back with another video. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Listen, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell button so you can be clued into when we drop new content right here on this channel. Okay, so let's get into the news, right? Basketball wives. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. There's more. So, for those of y'all who missed it, last week I showed y'all a video of Shaunie O'Neal going live and basically defending her stance on everything that's going down on Basketball Wives, sort of responding to the backlash. Well, listen, there was more to that video that I did not even get to see. I didn't realize that before she got on live by herself, she had SHAQ on live, basically sort of defending her point of not being a colorist with regards to the Basketball Wives show. So she had SHAQ on a live with her, basically defending her position. And this man threatened to have somebody potentially fired from the show. Well, listen, let's not say fired, but not come back to the show. Get into this.
What's all this stuff on the shade room talking about you don't like black people?
I don't know. I don't know where that came from. You black? I like you.
No. How many babies we got?
Right. We got 5 of all colors. I don't know.
And who started that anyway?
I don't know. What happened?
And who started that? Who started that?
I don't know. I'd rather not even entertain the names. I don't know, but it's a pain in the.
That girl?
I'm not.
That girl?
God. I don't know what you're talking about.
She gonna make me fire her off the show. That's just gonna happen.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I just choose to not entertain it. I know I'm not a. What's the definition of a colorist? Because that's what I'm being accused of.
I don't even know. I don't even know what that means. And the shade room should be ashamed of itself for putting that up. Shame on you, shade room.
And what else am I? Oh, and I'm showing pictures in the Evelyn. So I don't know.
Well, I don't know nothing about that, but I know you do like. I know you like black people because they don't get no blacker than me, boo boo.
Hello.
You don't get no blacker than me.
Then you, because you blackity black, and I, you my baby daddy. So.
And I'm black. Don't get no blacker than me.
It's ridiculous that we even are talking about it, but yeah.
Colors, whatever that means.
I don't know, but I ain't one. I'm just trying to do a TV show. It's just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We get paid to care about for about 5 months.
Well,
I don't take it home.
Well, everybody should know you ain't no colorist because I'm the blackest dude out there. I'm blackity black. I'm purple black.
Yeah, you're pretty black, man. Pretty black.
She gonna make me we're gonna be on the show no more. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I don't wish no bad on nobody. I actually would have liked for her to stay around. I don't know. Think that we're just shooting TV. I don't take nothing personal.
Some, yeah, some
You
people
know,
can't.
try to get them coins.
Some people can't
Try
take
to
being a
get
star.
them coins.
Yeah,
Let's get everybody some coins.
that's all good.
It's all good. We'll
Yeah,
be all right.
everybody eat.
Well. What do you guys think of this? Sometimes I think maybe people are not consciously aware of a prevailing pattern and how that pattern affects people like the viewers. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like the viewers may be noticing something that is a pattern that maybe Shaunie and the production team are not consciously aware of, or maybe they are aware of it. I don't know, but she claims that she's not. So we're just gonna have to go with that, okay? But you guys let me know what you guys think down below. In light of this whole situation with SHAQ, her kind of bringing him on to sort of defend her stance on not being a colorist. Again, I don't necessarily know that Shaunie is per se a colorist. I hate to put labels on people, but I think what we can see is there is a definite pattern, specifically with darker hued women on this show, and that needs to be addressed. And that's all I'm saying. Now that pattern might have been unconscious, but I think if school days taught us anything, is that we have to be consciously aware of these patterns and we have to address them. Now, Shaunie said something, she made a little slip. She said something like, well, I would have wanted her to come back. Does that mean that she's just not coming back to the show, OG? Or that she was fired? Because in a later statement, in the statement after this, I know it's hard to piece together, but Shaunie basically said that OG was not fired. Although Media Takeout is now reporting that she is fired. I don't know. Media Takeout is basically saying that she was given a non-renewal letter, which means we not renewing your contract. Bottom line. So maybe that's not fired, technically, but it's you ain't coming back over here. Now, we also had Mr. Jason Lee, who is from Hollywood Unlocked. He basically came out and made a statement in support of EVELYN. Now, from what I gather, EVELYN is a guest on Hollywood Unlocked, and it'll probably be airing. That episode will probably be airing at some point this week or next. And he makes a lot of statements about what he feels about the situation. And you have some celebrities like Nene Leakes sort of chiming in as well in agreement with him. I agree with him on one specific aspect of this that I would like to stop, but let's get into it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but just get into a little bit of it, and then we'll come back.
OG, EVELYN Lozada. Y'all know we just had EVELYN on the show. Everybody's up in arms with EVELYN because OG is claiming that she's racist. Now, I've done my research, and I take pride in saying that I'm the king of tea and that I'm the king of receipts. And I've done my research. I've asked my team to look high and look low. And I've looked in every place I could look, and I still can't find where EVELYN has done something racist. Yet, you guys have unleashed this cancel culture on the girl, trying to say that she's a racist because OG said she's a racist. Who is OG? I'm not trying to be shady. I swear to God I'm not. I'm just asking because I don't know, because I just know so many people, and I've been around for such a long time, that I just don't know what an OG is. I know an OG is an old gangster. And I don't know that that's a part of the conversation. But anyway, I digress. It's not about OG. This is about the fact that I'm watching women tear down another woman of color who has black children, claiming that she's a racist and a colorist. I'm going to tell you what's sad. And it's our people that be using that color against each other. Latinos and other people of the brown community, although they may not have had the black experience, have had the Black experience. The experience of being treated like a second-class citizen. The experience of being looked at when you walk in the store like you stealing. The experience of being judged and being treated secondary to white people. Yet Black folks, we forget that. We forget that we need Mexicans in our country. We forget that people who are Puerto Rican or Dominican or from another third world country or another country like a Jamaica or Africa are not treated the same as white folks. Yet we are the main ones trying to tear them down whenever we get a chance. Now, all of y'all on here on Instagram, y'all know who EVELYN LOZADA is. Whether you like her or love her, you wouldn't watch Basketball Wives if she wasn't on the show. So some girl comes out of nowhere and in a show that's produced, and because she now has created the narrative that she believes EVELYN LOZADA is a racist, what, because she wore braids? What, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans in New York don't wear braids? I just came from New York. You mean to tell me that there ain't Spanish people wearing braids? You mean that white rapper Riff Raff who was wearing braids didn't get called out for colorism? Or what about Bo Derek who was running down the beach back in the 80s? That wasn't taking our heritage or taking something from our community. Y'all need to stop it or show me the receipts. We need EEOTs, equal opportunity trollers, EOTs. That's what we need. We need EOTs. People who equal opportunity troll. Because the same person that's claiming colorism is the same person that was weaponizing domestic violence and attacking EVELYN about her past with a man who... Now, I just need to understand something. Have we not become a society? Are we not a society of facts? Are we not a society of what matters? Have we become a society of bandwagoning and following the leader? Have we given up our leadership and our ability to be leaders and think for ourselves, to follow trends? Is that what we doing? Because I ain't doing it. And you know what? I'm proud to be Black. I wouldn't want to wake up tomorrow and be anything other than a Black man in America. Black people, stop crying wolf. Stop calling colorism every single time something don't smell exactly the way that you smell it, because all of our experiences are different. And although we need to be understanding and compassionate and empathetic with what everybody experiences in life, everything ain't racism and everything ain't colorism.
If you guys want to see the rest of that video, definitely go over to Jason's page, follow Hollywood Unlocked. There were a lot of people who had a lot of comments about what he had to say. Nene Leakes spoke out in support and said, speak on it. I agree with him about sort of maybe doing away with cancel culture. I would prefer that we do less canceling and more coaching, especially amongst us people of color. And that's people of color across the board. I'm not just only talking about Black people. I'm talking about just people of color, because I feel like as the world becomes a more integrated place, we really have to start looking at all of us people of color, celebrating our differences, but also celebrating the fact that there are many different hues to the spectrum of people on this planet. That's all I'm saying. Now, with regards to that, we also have to be aware of the issues as they come about. Now, while I do agree that I would like to end cancel culture and I prefer more of a coaching culture, I think that in certain instances, there are certain crimes when they're committed. I don't know what you want to do with them people, but in terms of actionable things that can be corrected and corrective action, I feel like that's where we need to start. So what I would love to see is everybody come back next season and them to have a discussion about this issue of colorism and what can be done about it. Because if the audience is seeing a pattern, then that tells us there's a problem. And we, I think, as people who are managing shows and in the business of media, we have an obligation to listen to our audiences, hear what they're saying, and then take it into consideration, because sometimes issues and isms are so subtle or subconscious that we don't often realize that they're happening, and we need to address it in a very proactive and public way. That's what I will say. And I do think that there seems to be a level of favoritism when it comes to certain people within the inner circle of this show, because we know that this show has been sort of historically driven by the inner circle and the desire to be within that inner circle and the excluding of people from the circle when they are no longer acting within the rules of the circle. Does that make any sense? So anyway, I don't want to get too deep into this. I want to save that for tomorrow's video because I have something else to talk about. But I'm not going to overwhelm y'all with Basketball Wives stuff today because we have a lot more stuff to put out. You guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell button so that you can be clued into when we drop new content right here on this channel. Now, again, we also talk Basketball Wives, but we talk Married to Medicine with Real Housewives of Atlanta. We do interviews and all of that good stuff. So if you are new to the channel, welcome Sky Squad members. Yes, I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say in the comments down below. And remember, I will see you in the next video.